Hello, my witches, witchlings, and seekers. This year is going to be a very positive year for many. It will move us forward in new beginnings and more positive relationships. While every year comes with its fair share of challenges, the astrology of 2022 has a much more hopeful, optimistic, and growth-oriented slant that all signs should get excited about. There are some once-in-a-lifetime planetary connections taking place, so the astrological events of 2022 are definitely worth putting on your radar. The new year brings a lot of unusual cosmic drama. We've got a brand new set of eclipses, some major planetary shifts, and lots of retrogrades. In fact, every single major planet will be spinning backwards at some point this year, including Venus and Mars, which retrograde less frequently than other planets. On top of it, there will be a whopping 4 Mercury retrograde periods this year rather than the usual 3. So we'll have to be extra conscious about avoiding the mental mix-ups that these cycles are known for. There's some not so typical astrological magic happening too. The United States is experiencing its first ever Pluto Return, which is associated with new beginnings and challenging the dynamics of power and authority. On a lighter note, mighty Jupiter is having a very big year, which is a good thing for us, considering Jupiter is the planet of good luck. This fortune-filled planet is serving up spiritual awakenings and creative inspiration as it tours through its traditional home sign of Pisces. And it's also making some rare and exciting connections with other planets as well. That's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes down to the planetary activity going down this year in 2022. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, this is to remind you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Give a thumbs up so other people can find this content on YouTube as well. So let's move on and see all the major astrological events and how they'll affect us. As we ring in the 2022 New Year's bells, love and money planet Venus will be in the midst of a 40-day retrograde period, which occurs approximately every year and a half. This Venus retrograde begins on December 19th and wraps up on January 29th in the pragmatic Earth sign of Capricorn, meaning that we'll spend the first month of the year reevaluating our relationships, values, and finances. This backspin could bring up past love drama and force us to rethink our values. But it'll also help us to get clearer on what we want to commit to in the long term. It could feel like a harsh reality check, but the Venus retrograde glow up that'll come after we work through it is well worth the wait. The United States Pluto Return. On February 22nd, the United States will undergo a once-in-our-lifetime and first-of-its-kind event known as a Pluto Return. This means that for the first time ever, Pluto will return to the exact position in the zodiac sign that it was during the United States inception in July 4th, 1776. It takes about 225 years for Pluto to complete a full rotation through the zodiac, so the Pluto return is an alignment that no human has ever experienced in their own natal chart. Named after the god of the underworld, Pluto is the planet of transformation and extremes. During the U.S.'s Pluto return, the country will have to reckon with these intense themes: the dark and power-hungry underbelly of authority and societal structures will be forced into the light, and it's possible that something entirely new will be reborn. There's no way to know exactly what it'll look like, but as the social movements of recent years have shown, something has to change. And then there's Mercury retrogrades galore. While we typically have just 3 Mercury retrogrades per year, in 2022 we're maxing out with a whopping 4 of them. While 2021's Mercury retrogrades took place exclusively within the mental air signs, this year's will begin with transition into the practical earth signs. This means that in addition to dealing with confusion in matters of communication and thinking, the Mercury retrogrades of 2022 could make it extra difficult to plan ahead, stay on top of our schedules, and manage our money. That said, this series of mercurial backspins also give us an opportunity to press reset on the way we think through and handle tangible matters, like finances, investments, and our careers. And they can ultimately help us to get our lives more organized and our minds thinking more practically. The retrogrades start on January 14th, May 10th, September 9th, and December 29th. If you take the usual Mercury retrograde precautions, you'll be just fine. Lucky new beginnings in love. The astrology of 2022 is bringing all sorts of new beginnings when it comes to matters of love, sex, and romance. So if you're looking to recharge your central batteries after January's Venus retrograde, you'll have plenty of opportunity. On February 16th and March 5th, Love planet Venus and Sex planet Mars will be coming together in the zodiac and forming a powerful conjunction, which sets all zodiac signs off on a new cycle when it comes to pursuing what we want in relationships. This steamy planetary connection usually only occurs every other year or so, but this year it's happening twice, which doubles our chance to align our romantic values and our passionate desires. We'll also experience special alignment between romantic Venus and the sparkly Sun on January 8th and October 22nd, known as Venus Star Point. These alignments helps to put us in touch with our values and be more authentic when it comes to love, so it can be a lucky time to beautify your life and put more of your true self into relationships. Lots of Jupiter activity. We're kicking off the year with lucky planet Jupiter having just entered ethereal water sign Pisces, where it will be through May 10th, and again from October 28th through December 20th. This expansive planet brings blessings and benefits wherever it goes in the zodiac. But because Pisces is one of the signs traditionally ruled by Jupiter, it's able to work its cosmic magic even more effectively. This auspicious period will be marked by rapid spiritual growth, dreamy artistic inspiration, and an overall sense of wonder and idealism for all zodiac signs. It's a time for great mystical and creative pursuits of all kinds. This transit is made even more powerful by the fact that Jupiter will be joining elusive planet Neptune, Pisces' modern planetary ruler. In their collective home sign for the first time in 150 years, these two spiritual planets will perfectly align on April 12th and enhance the fantasy-like energy of this period. This mashup won't happen again in our lifetime, so enjoy the mystical vibes of this Piscean planetary connection. Additionally, look out for sudden spiritual awakenings and flashes of creative inspiration around February 17th when Jupiter forms a harmonious sextile aspect with unpredictable planet Uranus for the first time in a decade. From May 10th through October 28th, Jupiter will dip into bold fire sign Aries, which is part of a transit that occurs only once every 12 years. Because Aries is considered the first sign of the zodiac, this ingress signifies Jupiter's completion of a full zodiac cycle and brings forth the energy of bright new beginnings. This is a very auspicious time to start new projects, focus on fresh starts, or throw yourself into learning something new. Eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. Eclipses in astrology happen between 4 and 6 times per year, and these rocky cosmic events are known for bringing about sudden endings, swift new beginnings, and shocking twists to our lives. The eclipses of 2022 are taking place on the Taurus-Scorpio axis of the zodiac, meaning we'll be generally dealing with changes and revelations when it comes to our values, possessions, and energetic bonds. We might find that we're letting go of our need for power in a certain area of our life, but finding comfort and security in a new and unexpected one. Look out for flashes of insight on these themes around July 26th, when the North Node of Destiny aligns with the rebellious planet Uranus, which only occurs about once every 15 years. This year's solar and lunar eclipses take place on April 30th, new moon in Taurus, and May 15th, full moon in Scorpio, and then again October 25th, new moon in Scorpio, and November 8th, full moon in Taurus. Ending the year with Mars retrograde. 2022, this year's Halloween is set to be extra spooky, as Mars retrograde begins on October 30th in the quick-thinking and inquisitive sign of Gemini, where it'll backspin through the rest of the year until January 12th, 2023. Mars is the planet of action, so it rules over the way we express our passion, anger, and ambitiousness. During its once every 2-year retrograde periods, we often struggle to summon up the energy we need to get passionate about things or take any definitive actions toward our desires. It's generally a low motivation, high exhaustion period, so cut yourself some slack if you find it hard to focus or be productive during the busy holiday months. As you can see, there are many changes in 2022, and as long as we know where the planets stand, we can prepare to make sure our year is harmonious, prosperous, and full of love. And until next time, my witches, witchlings, and seekers, stay wild and free.